every Tuesday at 7 p.m. We meet here on Sportilicious, the show that celebrates champions, reflect back on sports history, celebrate the participation of women in sports, and not forgetting discovering new sports. My name is Bukamoso Iknosira, and on the first segment of the champion this week, we celebrate a local boxer by the name Treasure Moremi.
My name is Treasure Moremi. I'm 23 years old. I'm a boxer. Home village Komanyana. I've grew up Mozola. Yeah, I've been staying in Mozola most of my life. Yeah. Boxing nearly so angara fashion ko ne ke ile ka tsena ko lobatse ko ipeleng. So most of us boys na re filore boxing ke how join a boxing ne le mo fashion by that time. So re join re la bantsi around na kwa ke simola ne re join le bo 30 something. Yeah, so gape ha ke tsena mo gone I love traveling. So boxing ne na le di tripinyana bo kuya bo tsabong. So I felt I have to be here so that I travel, fulfill my desire to travel. My first fight, I was doing Form 1 in 2018. It was on Kotzabong. I was nervous, so I was really so pressure. Pressure until tournament that thing. Gold, my first tournament.
I don't know the highlights. I was boxing. Key moment is so carrying. They are the biggest.
Well, I guess I have exposure in boxing. But I've been to many camps. Kobo, Thailand, Cuba. Cuba is one of big countries. Boxing. So I've been to Cuba. I've been to sparring Cuba, France, Morocco. I've been to many places that didn't gain experience. So exposure ke boneng ke go tshameka zone 4. The challenge didn't as a sportsman, as an athlete, and they're not so do sometimes harana my transport money to training, because you don't get my sports unless all national team on allowance 50 people per day. So harle that we have to hustle or weight training and stuff. So challenge it and have an income. So you have to man up, do your thing. But as athletes, generally, we need sponsors to excel. We need counseling. We need sports nutritionists. We need everything to excel as athletes. And when I talk about sponsors, some people have potential. They will just say, what talent especially boxing. We are the Cubans of Africa. So we only need sponsors, we only need motivation, we only need counseling to be at the top. Boxing, I kore e tlhoka le motho ipoleletseng a betle motho a kere ngwana ma rice o tswa mo phagalane go tlhoka le ona le pelo tosa ka gore go ga lo tota mo teng ga reng it's a different atmosphere a go tlehela so tlhoka le gore bo train kore ke ntwa you have to train hard o simola o lwa pele ko gyming o simola o lwa pele ko kitchening you have to know what to eat at what time so that you excel mo boxing you don't just live like a normal person.
Treasure Moremi sharing his journey, and I want to believe you are inspired and also you learned a lot about the challenges that local boxers face in the blue, black and white. Moremi also indicated or reiterated on the need for the private sector to come on board and invest on athletes. And as we always say, as Sportilicious, we move into the second segment where we discover the sport of motorsport. Ka bo sheriffs the general ha go bua ka bo spin city jana go bua ka motshameko le gore go iragala. This next segment is for you.
Dumela motsana ka lapeng nna ha ke bua Mesimpai and I am the Spin and Speed secretary. Spin and Speed is a motorsport club which is affiliated to Botswana Motorsport, and Botswana Motorsport is an affiliate of the Federation of Motorsport International, which is the FIA. Now today I bring to you head-to-head. Some of you might have seen it, we've done it before. 2018, it was the biggest event ever. Head-to-head is whereby we bring skilled drivers to come and perform in a circuit. The drivers are not doing a rally type of motorsport. Instead, they're in a closed circuit, and these cars, they don't go over 120. So these cars will be performing stunts. We have drivers who've actually left the car driving on its own just to perform a particular stunt, or they've done cones, targeted stuff. In terms of safety in the pitch, we have a 3-meter space in between barrier. We have a barrier for the pitch, and we have a 3-meter space where we'll also put another barrier so that in case of anything that happens, be it a car losing control, our spectators will always be safe. We have fire department on standby. We also have medics on standby. We have marshals on standby, so it's quite safe. Everything has been thought of.
The thing that's beautiful about motorsport is that it provides the people who are practitioners and the drivers of it with skills that are useful in real life situations, especially in real life emergencies. Spinning in and of itself uses defensive driving techniques completely. It is the showing off and the display of defensive driving techniques. So the people that we may often disregard as playful and irresponsible when they do these things with their cars are actually the kind of people you'd want to be coming head to head with in a road accident situation, because you'll be sure they'll know exactly what to do with that vehicle to avoid a collision that could be deftly. So spinning in and of itself is a defensive driving technique that will be put on show within the circuit. Then drifting is actually a code. It's a motorsport code that is recognized by the FIA, and this is something that Sheriff intends to bring to this country and start cultivating young spinners. When I say young, we mean young enough to sit and feel confident in the car. Because we believe, like with any sport, training must begin at a young age. But those are things that we're going to be looking at and discussing more when we see you next time, talking about the things we've got in store for the country at large.
Motorsport is not just, I know a lot of people regard motorsport as a sport for hooligans maybe, or maybe not even a sport, just something that people do, mindless people do, but that's not how it is. Motorsport, I've witnessed men who put food on the table because of motorsport. I've witnessed young ladies, young talent who go through school through motorsport. I've witnessed people getting degrees. I mean, in motorsport, you can either be a driver, you can also be an engineer, you can be a mechanic. So there are a lot of opportunities out there. You just need to grab one.
We celebrated the participation of women in sports, celebrating a female boxer by the name Arato Kasemang, who shares her journey in sports and the challenges that he continues to face in the sport, and also giving recommendations as to what can be done to improve the sport in the country.
Currently, I didn't choose boxing. I think it chose me because I was a footballer before, played for the national team, under 20. Started football at a younger age. From standard 7, that's when we introduced a footballer in Botswana. So that was 2008. And then to me, I get some netball, volleyball, and all those. Yeah, and then I started because I was 5 years of football. Because you can tell. So with my brothers helping me out, I was always the best, dominating them more football. So for me, it was about football, not boxing. So I decided to turn to boxing. That's when I realized, it's getting hectic. So if it's getting hectic, I need an individual sport. So then, by then I got athletics because I was a long jumper. So you begin like a trainer on my own. I'm one person who get a gym. So you can get trainer. So apparently this other lady, she's a psychologist. Why don't you try boxing? Because you're always complaining about your body. Okay, let me just go try it. By then I had football national team gets onto the game for Cooksa Games, and those people were like, if you are going for Cooksa Games, Ragotoka is a keeper. I was a keeper and also Ketsamega Mote. So that time in Master I have to make a decision. To choose boxing and football, between boxing and football. But realizing gore football re na re le mo Southern region hela ka national team ke ke bona gore ke ka se ke nna ke ema hatsing a tsididi and stuff and try to help my parents as well, because for me it was about having to motivate other kids and having to say you can still do it despite gore o tswa kae, so le gore o ntse yang. So yeah, to parents, let them allow those kids to play despite gore wa go lebega yang wa gore it's high time they know gore a career ya sport e simolotse go nna le sengwe se se na le boleng in the future. So for a girl child, I'd say go there and shine, girl child, because this is your moment. Because ke gone yanong dio di simolang go senoga, dio di simolang go bonahala gore no, now we have a pay re na le gore ra kae as girls. Go simolotse go recognize you abo mme, women empowerment is there, so go there and shine as long as you want, and be yourself. Don't hesitate to say, not to me, it's the looks for God. So I'm happy about it. Yeah. There's one thing that I would like to say about who support the sport as stakeholders of private companies. People don't realize what me being here, motivating, I'm selling the brand. You have to go and pay for that. But as an athlete, we always have opportunities to stand in front of people. We always have opportunities to be in the crowd. We always have the opportunities to be in the ring. And that on its own, it's selling you. And to them, if you support me, you are making a brand winner for yourself, because how I handle myself, how I do things, now I'm selling you. And if you regisa that way, that person is supportive, and they tend to go to you because they know so I'm saying to the sponsors or everyone or private sectors, support people to grow your business, because that's the only way you can grow, especially for athletes, because it's easier. Imagine a guy go South Africa, people don't even know your company, or it does exist, but playing in South Africa brand makes it a big deal. People will be like, how about Botswana? They are interested in selling, in going to your company. So this is how we sell. So support us and be with us, and I will always be the brand that you want.
As the word says, as a Sportilicious, I want to believe from segment 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, it was indeed Sportilicious. We managed to inform, we managed to educate you through, sports discovery, sports history, celebrating champions, and celebrating, the participation of women in sports. My name is Bukamoso Ignose as Sportilicious. Let's meet again next Tuesday.